Good morning, traders. It's Mark here from the day trading room. Time is 11 a.m. In the morning, London time, on Friday, the 15th of April. Let's discuss yesterday's trades. A couple of trades for me yesterday. It was a good day, but it should have been a great day. Let's talk about the first couple of trades. The Dow opened down below the yesterday's low, couldn't then push up. So with that in mind, as I'd said on the earlier video, there's a couple of different ways of looking at that. Either expecting a roll up to push back over, or just to roll over. Anyway, we oscillated around here for a while. Eventually, we rolled over, took the short. I was a little bit ginger with the size on that, which was disappointing. Really, I should have been in with the full unit size rather than the partial unit. But anyway, rolled over and scaled out into the first low tick reading there. So that was an okay trade, but as I say, not sized up enough adequately to make that work. Then I was looking to short the pullback, and actually this is the one I wanted to talk about. I'd say this is my worst trade of the day, with the best one being this one over here, which we'll discuss in a moment. This really, actually, let me just more on the chart. This really was a misread. I was looking for the first pullback to get short on. In actual fact, this really should have been the first pullback, and then it didn't actually work. You probably got a scale off and then out when the ticks are at a new high. That was the warning sign. Didn't heed it. I actually thought as we push back up here, especially with this cluster here, that it was a nice short level. Didn't give me anything before it popped up and stopped me out on that. I then took it again as we got this push higher. That went against me by a bit before it came back down and managed to scratch it out for break even. But in reality, if I'm looking at this in hindsight, at the end of the day, this is what this review is all about. These ticks here going to high and then staying high really indicates strength. I don't mind a spike high in ticks here, but then they need to be happy down here. At the end of the day, we know what the tick index is. It's the number of stocks on the New York Stock Exchange trading on the bid minus the number trading on the offer. So if we've got a high tick reading, then we have lots of buyers. The buyers are more aggressive, they're hitting the offers. We've got a low tick reading, we've got buyers hitting the bids, and that's across the whole of the stock exchange. So really we should have the ticks in negative territory for a bit more of a longer period if we're looking to take that short. We don't mind a little bit of a and then a revisit. Didn't happen, so stopped on this one, and as I say, scratched on this. Nearly took a stop on that, but I just got away with it as it rolled back over, and I wasn't going to hang about with that one and end up scratching that. So disappointing start. Really, then we just got strength, and it was a case of, okay, this is strong now. Need to look for a good place to buy. That was the premise, and as usual, the market made us wait. It doesn't give you it immediately, does it? We sat near this high, just started to roll over. It was just tickling over, turning over, and really it was about the mid. It was almost the midday. My window of opportunity was around here to here, but as we ticked lower, it was, what time was it? It was at 16:44 London time, so that's here. I've got loads of things on my side, so I'm going to have a go at this. I've got VWAP. I've got a low cycle, first low cycle really, after the good drive. I've got the gap above me. I've got a few. I think I've still got trap shorts in this because really, we haven't had much of a pullback, so I'm expecting the first pullback after that sort of surprise move off the low. Quite heavy really, but only one pullback there. I'd call that only really the decent pullback. We did drift, but I'd expect then buyers to step in and cover shorts then, and any buyers, residual buyers looking for value to push that up. So anyway, that's what happened. The first little spike down lower as we tagged the VWAP. I took a long, rolled over, lowest tick of the day, little good volume there. So then I'm in with a full unit size. So I'm on the I'm in long. I'm looking really for no more than that sort of risk on this. I don't mind it doing that and popping straight back up because I saw that tail. I was happy to add to make it the full unit. But if it had rolled back over there, then I would have again taken a stop on that. But take some risk off the table. That was quite nice. It moved up pretty quickly, quite quickly, as I say. So that gets off the table there, and then just scaling as we pushed up. With my final exit, I actually had a target of the gap fill, but seeing this high tick reading here, I ended up coming all out on the top of that candle, which was, great little trade, trade of the day really. Held that and read it correctly, and all was good. This last little trade here. I may as well talk through it if we've got only 5 minutes. So literally, it was only because we touched the gap. We were holding right at the gap. We hadn't. No sellers hit that as soon as that gap had been filled. So, that's interesting information. Not only that, but the ticks came back pretty aggressively to zero, and the price hadn't hardly moved. So I just thought there's one more pop in it, and there was literally four or five tick scalp on the first, and then I scaled another one on the same candle for another, I think 6 or 7 ticks, something like that. Something and nothing. But again, it was just a little read on the fact that there was still strength there, no sellers, buyers hadn't given up, and I just looking for one more pop. 3 tick stop on that, literally work or it wasn't going to. So yeah, best trade of the day was that. Nice little runner. Got a good return on that one. This was a good read. It would have probably been the best. The ticks were strong. It's a valid trade, a pullback. It was also the 10-200 level was around here, which is why I took another entry there. It's 10-200, sorry, 12-200 cash. Just popped above, came back over and gave me a chance to get out. But then when you're seeing this, then leave it. I was happy to take another go at it, and got away with it just. But really, at that point, you could see that the strength was just was too dominant. So that's all I've got for you guys. A few little scalps on oil. No need to go through those. Just going to cut down the video size and go through the important stuff on the Dow, because I think that's the important trades. So good trading, guys. I hope you have a great day today. As usual, manage your risk, and I'll be back with another video over the weekend.